It's been a little while, but I finally picked up another comic book collection. Let's see what's inside. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's video. Like I said, I just picked up another comic book collection. I just recently made a video saying that the comic collections are really dry in my area. I haven't found anything for sale in quite a while. And as soon as I posted that video, like 2 days later, a listing on Facebook Marketplace popped up with a pretty cool collection. I mean, it's a small collection. There's not really a lot of good stuff in here. It's a lot of run filler, a lot of bulk. But I saw the pictures, and there was one comic in particular that I think was worth buying the whole collection. So let's get into that now. So first off, this comic collection was one long box and two short boxes, which they're not completely full. I did a full count of all the books, and there ended up being just about 400 comics. Actually, 392 to be specific, but about 400 books. And I ended up getting this entire collection for $100. So that, I thought, was an incredible deal. I bought all these books at 25 cents per comic, which is really where I want to be when I'm buying, like a bulk collection or, something that might have a couple decent books, but mostly run filler. 25 cents a book, I feel comfortable at. Knowing that I'm going to be sitting on a lot of these books for a while. I'll probably have to just blow them out either at my next show or on Whatnot for 50 cents or $1, probably less than $1 a piece for most of these books. But there was some cool stuff. Now I'm going to show you, kind of flip through some of these boxes, and then at the end, I'll show you all the best stuff that I found. So we're going to start off with this long box here. This is an entire long box of 90s or early 2000s indie books. Magdalena, that kind of stuff. Some random stuff here. Some Gen 13. There's actually a lot of Gen 13. Jenny Sparks. There's a Wizard Zero. That's kind of cool. There were a couple of these amalgam books like Legends of Dark Claw. I love this book. It's a newsstand as well, which is cool. Doctor Strange Fate. Amazing. Amazon. These were kind of interesting. This is Menace. This is Jada Pinkett Smith. Like Will Smith's wife. I guess she had her own comic. Honestly, I had no idea. There's a Liefeld cover. I mean, these are really interesting. They're really not worth anything. Maybe $3 to $5 per book. But they're kind of interesting. Never seen those. This was kind of cool. Little J. Scott Campbell cover. Gamora swimsuit special. Really beautiful cover there. So, of course, some classic foil stuff. Spitfire. Homage Studios. This is I think the first J. Scott Campbell artwork, maybe, or really early Campbell artwork. Cross-gen. Oh, another thing, too, is there was a lot of these Wizard exclusive books, like issue 1/2 or issue 0. I think this one's actually a key. This is according to Key Collector, it's a $8 to $10 book. We got some Kiss. We got The Undertaker. That's actually kind of cool. So a lot of this stuff, and then a whole bunch of Gen 13. A lot of Gen 13. Definitely going to be blowing these out on my next Whatnot show. I always love that cover. Really beautiful. Almost like an Indiana Jones looking cover. So lots of Gen 13. More Gen 13. I told you, a lot of Gen 13. Man. Oh, there was some Spawn. Not much, but actually 2 issues of Spawn. Here's issue 75, so that's kind of cool. Can't beat that for 25 cents. Some Ray Bradbury comics. They're kind of interesting. They're in the poly bags with trading cards. I think there's issues 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. That's kind of cool. Some Deathmate. A couple of those are minor keys. Sparks, Akiro, Rose. I mean, just some really interesting stuff I've never seen before. I mean, this collection is definitely, if you were to go and buy a collection in, I don't know, 1998, these are the books that you'd be finding in those collections. I mean, they're kind of interesting. They're really cool artwork, but they just don't really carry much value, and they're not really anything that I collect in particular. Some Star Trek, Deviate, Authority, Planetary, Intergalactic, Planetary, some manga stuff, bunch of this like manga, Lados War, The Grey Witch, I don't know, some interesting manga stuff. Cursed, Eve, Arya, and Angela. I mean, the artwork is gorgeous. I mean, I know there's people out there that collect this kind of stuff. I don't really have room for it. It's just not stuff I currently collect. Stormwatch, Soul Saga. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you see anything cool. And if you're interested in any of these books, let me know. I'll make you a sweet deal. All right, that's all the indie stuff. Now let's get to this short box, which is all DC. There was a big run of Shadow of the Bat. So you got issue 0, issue 1 sealed in the poly bag, issue 1 out of the poly bag, issue 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and so on, and so on, and so on. Big run of Shadow of the Bat. Pretty cool. It's not complete, but it goes as high as issue 93. And then you got the Bloodlines Annual. You got a Batman 500 little foil trade dress. You got issues 1, 2, 3, and 4 of Gotham Knights. You got Stan Lee's Batman. That's kind of interesting. Some Justice League trade paperback, The Nail. You got Showcase the Joker, Green Arrow, Stan Lee's JLA. Those are kind of interesting. You got Golden Age #1. You got the DK2 trade paperbacks. You got that classic Color Forms Superman and Lobo, little polybagged book. You got Superman, Death of Clark Kent, Death of Superman. Of course, every collection from the 90s has to have these books, guys. The Wedding Album, the Death of Superman trade, and 1 Million. So a little bit of DC. And now let's check out the Marvel. So here is like half a short box of Marvel books. Well, it's kind of a mix between Marvel and these Wizard 1/2 books. There was a bunch of these. These are actually really cool. They're Wizard 1/2. They have the COA and they have the Wizard polybag or, bag that they came in. So these are really cool. Tales of Darkness. You got Hulk 1/2. I mean, these are actually really awesome. Blade. They're all in the Wizard bags with the COA. Vampy, Earth X, Witchblade, Tomb Raider. I mean, these are actually kind of cool. Rising Stars, Darklight, Arcanum. Some of these I don't even know. We got Tomb Raider 1/2. That's awesome. Another Arcanum. You got Wolverine. That's pretty awesome. Right, let's move these over. We got Dawn. I didn't look all of these up yet, but some of them I know have a little bit of value. Here's Daredevil, Sin City, Heroes Reborn. I mean, these are actually pretty awesome. We got Dawn again. We got Kabuki, Warlands. And then moving on to some more. This is also a Wizard book, Dawn. We got some Ross Marvels, Alex Ross. You got Earth X. You got What If X-Men Wedding Album. You got some classic, gimmicky 90s X-Men stuff. Team X, Amazing X-Men #1, Paradise, Fantastic Four. This is actually pretty cool. Ghost Rider 50, cool foil cover. Some more Alex Ross stuff. You got X-Men Prime, X-Men 100, Gen X. What is this one here? X-Men, that's just another foil cover, 41. Inner Demons, Weapon X, X-Men the movie prequel, Earth X, X-Men 100. I mean, some interesting stuff, but it's all like... Actually, this is a decent book. I think that's like a $5 to $10 book with the cool Wolverine hologram. It's actually pretty awesome. There we go. And it goes to a skeleton. Ah, that's cool. The acetate cover on Spectacular Spider-Man. X-Men Alpha #1, Wonder Years, Gambit, Excalibur, Marvel versus DC, Fantastic Four, and Avengers. So that's the collection, but let me show you the good stuff. All right, so I pulled out about 17 comics that just had a little bit of value, more than like $1 or $2. The first one here is The Authority from Wildstorm, issue #1. Honestly, I don't know anything about this book. I've never read it. I've never even heard of it. I'm sure you'll let me know down in the comments, but I searched, through these books on Key Collector and, did a little research throughout this collection. And I pulled this book because it's got a little bit of value. It's a key. It's got some first appearances. It's a near mint copy. So, not too bad. Maybe I'll put this up for, probably half the price that it sells for, and hopefully somebody will buy it. Also, Planetary #1 from Wildstorm. Another key with some first appearances, has a little bit of value. Also a near mint copy. And it's pretty interesting. Maybe I'll even flip through these or read them. They're interesting. I just thought this was a cool foil cover. This is Blood Legacy, issue #1. Really cool, chromium or whatever you want to call that type foil. Just a really gorgeous cover, and I don't know if it has much value. I think I saw one on eBay for $8. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I might just keep that one for myself. This one, not super valuable, but I just thought it had a great cover. Danger Girl Special. It's a J. Scott Campbell. Just a really, really fun cover here. So, pulled that one out. Nice near mint copy. Some of these Wizard Zeros actually have a little bit of value. This one, Slingers. Honestly, not familiar with it, but according to Key Collector, it's a key with some first appearances, and it's just something interesting. I pulled out some of these books. This one is just cool. I think I'm going to keep this one. Deadpool from issue 0 from Wizard. It's just a fun little cover. Figured I'd pull that one out. Pretty fun. This one's a little bit of a key. This is Marvel Knights Wizard Special. These were free in Wizard books, but they have first appearances and stuff, and this was actually a pretty awesome cover. Really, really awesome, actually. So, pulled this one. It's got a little bit of value. This I just thought was awesome. I'm a big Michael Turner fan, and I do like Fathom. This is the Collected Editions, Volume 1, or Issue 1. It's like a trade paperback collected collection. So I thought that was kind of cool. It's like a $5 to $10 book. This is a decent little find. This was Fathom issue 0. Gorgeous Michael Turner cover. I really like this one. I'll probably keep this one for myself. It sells for about $15, so can't beat that for just 25 cents, buying these in a collection. Fathom Swimsuit Special, another $10 to $15 book. Also a gorgeous Michael Turner cover. Can't go wrong. I do like Fathom. This one is not considered a key, but I believe this is the first solo series for Tomb Raider. I'm pretty sure. I know her first appearance, Lara Croft, first appeared in the Witchblade Tomb Raider book, but this is issue #1, I believe, of the first volume. Correct me if I'm wrong, but gorgeous cover, and I thought it was pretty cool. So I don't know why this one doesn't have more value, issue #1. This one surprisingly had some decent value. This is Gen 13 Bikini Pinup Special. It is a pretty gorgeous cover. It's a cool little book. It's a very thin book. There's only a few pages. And this sells for $10 to $15 as well. So kind of cool. Nice high-grade near mint book. Now we're getting to the last couple books, which are the best ones. So this one here, Deathmate Black Edition. This, I do not understand why this is not a more expensive book. Well, I kind of understand because it's kind of a weird title. It's kind of a not so nice looking cover. And this is a first appearance of Gen 13. The first appearance of Gen 13, I feel like should be, at least more than a $5 book. This book sells for $5 or $6. It's crazy. It is a nice near mint copy. If you got it graded, it's like a $65 book, but probably not even worth it. But still, first appearance of Gen 13. Don't understand why that's not a more valuable book. I mentioned they had 2 Spawn books. Well, the other issue was issue number 1. Unfortunately, it has about 8 or so spine ticks. So, this could have been like a $25 to $30 book if it was high grade. If it was a newsstand, would have been way better. But it's, got a bunch of spine ticks. This book was mass produced. Everyone has a copy. Probably sell this one for like $15. So not too bad. It's, but it was nice to find a Spawn number 1. This next book was very surprising. This is one of those Wizard 1/2 specials, from that came out of a Wizard magazine, with the little COA and the Wizard bag that it came in. Actually, I'm not sure if this came out of a magazine or if you had to order this from Wizard. Let me know if you know down in the comments. I'm not sure if you had to order or purchase these or they came free. But this one, Spider-Man Unlimited, of course, it has that AF-15 homage cover. And this book here, selling currently on eBay for like $50 or so. I was pretty surprised. That's pretty awesome. Some good value. I mean, probably because it has an Amazing Fantasy 15 homage cover. And I don't know how scarce these books are. I don't know if they were limited print runs or what. Here's the COA. But, they're just really interesting. And this one has some good value, so I was excited about that. Not too bad. That pays for half the collection right there. This next one is awesome. Of course, I'm a huge Vampirella fan. I mainly collect the magazines, the Warren magazines, her first volume. But this is issue number 1 from Harris Comics, which was basically her first comic book-sized book. It's got a great Adam Hughes cover. Really, really cool book. I love the colors and, just a really vibrant cover. And it's got a coupon inside for a Dave Stevens poster. That is pretty awesome. I wish it came with the poster, but yet you had to order it, which is kind of funny. So still a really cool book. These sell for like $30 to $50 in high grade. This is a decent looking copy here. And I think this was a great find out of this collection. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this one or sell this one. I'm up in the air about that, but I thought that was really, really cool. But the last book that I'm about to show you here, basically, I'll put some pictures up on the screen. I saw this listing on Facebook Marketplace. There were 3 pictures. The one, showed some DC stuff. The next picture showed some indie stuff. But then the third picture showed this book here. And that caught my eye. And the guy wanted $100 for the collection. He said that there were at least 250 books. But there ended up being 400 books. And, that made the deal even sweeter. So it was only 25 cents per book. And I ended up pulling it out and getting this book here. Batman, Harley Quinn, the square bound, gorgeous, gorgeous condition. Really high grade, never been read. There's no creases on the spine. And this is such an awesome cover. A classic Alex Ross cover. And this, of course, is the first appearance of Harley Quinn in continuity. Of course, Batman Adventures, issue 5 was the first, comic book appearance of Harley Quinn, but it was like, her cartoon version. This is the first Harley Quinn in continuity. So I feel like this, this definitely is a great book to have in the collection. I've never owned one of these, and I was really excited to finally find one, especially when I can pick it up for 25 cents. The thing is, though, I wasn't sure if this was a first, second, or third printing because there were multiple printings of this book. I was hoping it was going to be a first printing because that would be like a $75 to $80 comic, and that would have basically paid for the majority of the collection. But I opened it up, and on the inside of the cover, it does indicate what printing it is, and it does show on this book that it is a second printing. So it's not a first printing, it's a second printing, but still, this book in high grade still fetches around $50. $35 to $55 for a high grade book on second printing. So honestly, I'm still really excited. I think that was a great grab. I mean, these couple books here, definitely pay for the entire collection. And then all that other stuff is just bulk, and I'm going to blow it out on my Whatnot shows, and sell them for, probably 50 cents and make a quarter on every book. Why not? And basically get all this stuff for free. So I think that's awesome. I think this was a fun little collection. Definitely a lot of run filler, a lot of bulk, but a couple cool books that I think was worth dropping $100. I mean, we spend $100, more than $100 going out to dinner one night, So this, I think this was a really cool little collection and an incredible deal. Let me know what you think down in the comments about this collection. Would you have bought this for $100? Let me know down in those comments. All right, everybody, that's the video for today. Hope you enjoyed checking out this comic book collection. Finally, I found one. It's been a while, but if you haven't already, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell so you can see when I upload my next video, and as always, I will see you on the next one.